Okay, thank you.
Mm.
Sometimes I forget to record, and Tiesi's the one that's always reminding me. So, um, whoever requested that, thank you. Now we're going to start our team Zoom. Hi, Yolanda. Thank you for joining us. So every Thursdays, as I said, we normally do a team Zoom right before our BG Wealth presentation in Tongan. So, welcome to our Zoom tonight. And let me share my screen and see uh, what our presentation tonight. We're going to be talking about senior investment advisors. I know some of you have asked about that. And I know BG Wealth is about to launch their vision for 2026. And so I wanted to talk about that a little bit tonight and also talk about the consulting centers that Dr. Beard or Professor has already rolled out in his plan for 2026. What he wants to do is invest 60 million into the US industry by establishing financial investment consulting centers throughout the US. So those are the two things that we'll be talking about tonight. Those of you who have reached out and asked about being a senior investment advisor, I say go for it. Um, Nothing that's going to hold you back. If you believe that you can do it, I am confident that you can. If you feel like you can, that you can go for the senior investment advisor. So I am a senior investment advisor, and my name is Saini Hafoka. I'm a level 4 leader in the group. So is Anna. We have level 3 Lainey. Hopefully soon will be a level 4. We've got level 2 leaders, TSC and Fifita, who's on tonight. And, hopefully, you know, of course, the goal is we want everybody in every level to move up, and everybody move up together. But anyways, let us go on with the Team Zoom tonight. What we're going to be talking about, senior investment advisor. Um, Want to make sure, Jesse, can you see the screen? Or Lainey, can you see my screen? I'm
Screen
sharing my
is
screen.
on. The screen
Okay.
is on.
Thank you, Fita.
You're welcome.
All right. So let's talk about the senior investment advisor. Uh, of course, there are criterias on becoming a senior investment advisor. And, tonight is more informational. And I do encourage, becoming a senior investment advisor with BG Wealth. So the authorization date to officially launch this is January 1st of 26. Okay, and I'm sure most of you have gotten some information about that already online. But okay, sorry about that. I'm trying to mute all these phones. So please keep your lines muted if you can, so there's no disruption. So those of you who are interested in becoming a senior investment advisor, you must be a level 2 manager or above in order for you to apply to be a senior investment advisor. Some of the things that you will be needed to do, as a senior investment advisor is, you got to be knowledgeable about BG Wealth, its core concepts, how everything works, its partnership with the DSJ, um, being knowledgeable in the crypto space, how to get crypto, purchase crypto, how to move crypto, um, from a wallet, from an exchange to DSJ, and just educating your team members and those who are new joining into the BG Wealth family. you've got to also know and have experience in managing your teams. And I know Fifita knows that very well. She's had experience with that. DSE as well, Ana Itaihao, Lainey. And then you must be able to do presentations. Okay, like what we're doing. The Zoom, this is called a Zoom meeting. I'm presenting tonight. That's part of being a senior investment advisor is presenting. Whether you're presenting in public, I know Anait Daihao and Lainey normally did gatherings where they invited people, come to a certain location and they did presentations. That's one form of presenting, or you can present online via Zoom, like how we're doing it right now. Or if you don't use Zoom, you can use Google Meets. There are other different ways of doing presentations online, but Zoom is the most common one that everybody is used to hearing. And you must be able to, express and communicate clearly when you're educating people or when you're holding meetings. Um, and like I said before, you have to be knowledgeable. That means that you first have to learn, be confident about yourself and your knowledge in BG Wealth and in DSJ Exchange and in the crypto space, because you're going to be helping a lot of people, a lot of members understand what crypto is and how to acquire their crypto and how to move crypto to DSJ to start their trading experience with BG Wealth. So, these are some of the things that, um, that you need to possess or you need to have in order for you to, apply for a senior investment advisor position with Dr. Beard. As you all know, he is launching consultant centers, and he's also going to be looking for like about 20,000 senior investment advisors. And that's why he's putting this out, and we're putting out the information to everybody. And I am confident with our group that we have a lot of level two leaders and up who can become a senior investment advisor. So I am encouraging you, if you feel like this is something that you would like to do, please go ahead and apply for it. And the way that you need to do this is to contact Elena, and then she will give you specific things that she will need from you and some information that she will give you. Okay, some of the benefits of being a senior investment advisor is just, you know, establishing a professional and trustworthy image in the market about of BG Wealth. Um, enhance credibility with potential investors. Okay, showcasing professionalism of the BG Wealth Project and promoting BG Wealth Project on a global scale. So you all know our upline level 6 leader Joy. You see Joy, she is traveling from one place to another, and she's never she doesn't stay put. She is promoting BG on a here in the US. She's going from state to state. And I'm not sure if she's visited the Philippines, because I know she did before, but I'm sure the Philippines and anywhere else that she would need to go, she will go and present BG Wealth. Um, for me, one of the benefits that I like about being a senior investment advisor is that it pushes my horizon and my knowledge about BG Wealth and learning from Professor himself. So it expands my knowledge base, and that helps me become more confident when I'm talking to people. I know a little bit more, and I'm able to, educate members, communicate effectively and clearly when I'm more knowledgeable. And a lot of the questions I just ask straight directly from Professor, and he will, lecture me on some of the things that I have questions on. And not only that, you get to learn from other senior investment advisors, how they learn and educate themselves too about BG Wealth and methods that they use. So, I love being a senior investment advisor. I love trying to present and help educate our team. That's part of my job. And also, you know, educating new members who are on that have questions. And believe me, if I can do it, anybody else can do it. I know there's a lot of leaders in our group who are great. They have great leadership skills. They're with their teams and they can do this as well. So I'm encouraging everybody who are willing to and have the confidence to apply to become a senior investment advisor. If you feel like you need help with like maybe the Zoom aspect of presenting, I wouldn't mind helping you out. Please, if you feel like you need help with um, presentations or, putting this is what I do. I put PowerPoints together and just present it. And if you need help in those areas, please, reach out to me. I would love to help you because I'd like to see our team succeed, our leaders succeed as well. And I love to see people who grow and add to their knowledge. Bank about BG Wealth because that makes you become just a better leader in your team and leading your team as well for BG Wealth. So there you go, becoming a senior investment advisor. You must be a level 2 or above to apply for senior investment advisor a position. And like I said before, Professor Beard is investing 60 million in the US 2026. I know the first quarter he already has his plan to launch the financial centers. So we're going to talk about that next. And let me move this here. Okay. So let's talk about the BG Financial Investment Consulting Center. So if you remember last week when we were talking about the 2026 vision and goals for BG Wealth, he did mention that he wanted to establish 300, at least 300 financial consulting centers in the US. So the requirements, if you want to apply to establish a consulting center in your local area, again, the applicant must be a level 2 or above, and then the applicant with the local team must have at least 50 members. And it'll take about 50 members to help run the financial consulting center. Okay. That means that you're going to be fully dedicating your time, full time to the center. And then there's going to be a delegation of responsibilities because somebody's going to do a present, somebody's going to be, delegated to do the presentation. Somebody's going to be over the technical aspects. Somebody's going to be over coordinating times. Somebody's going to be over, teaching how to open an account with DSJ or purchasing crypto. It's going to become a fully dedicated a financial consulting center. And it takes about 50 people to run the consulting center and making sure that the daily operations are smooth and stable, you know, giving that quality service to members and to the teams as well. So, one thing that needs to be considered is that, if you do decide that you want to apply for a BG Financial Investment Consulting Center, you got to consider the location, parking, the space that you're looking for. Make sure that is able to accommodate and equip, the technical needs for the financial consulting center. BG Wealth will fully cover the rent of the space that you will be applying for. So that will come out of the pocket of BG Wealth. The person who is applying for I believe the lease or the rent will be in that person's name, but BG Wealth will cover the month to month venue rental. And I think that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions or any comments? Anna, Fifita, Lainey, Jesse, Tiesi? Please unmute if you want to say something.
I have a question, Annie.
Yes.
For the BG Financial Center, if is it going to be a LLC or is it going to be on the person's social security number? Do you know?
That's a good question. If it's going to be on the person's name, I'm assuming if that person does have an LLC, that person probably has an option to put it on the LLC
Mm,
because not everybody has a LLC.
mm. I'm assuming there's a EIN that's under for this, like an umbrella.
I mean, if you have an LLC, you're going to have an EIN. Um,
Mm,
uh,
Union
and
number.
that's a fair question too, because businesses, if you're running your own business, you're going to have an EIN for your business.
yeah.
But that is a question that, I can ask and confirm and come back to the group.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking those questions, Fita. Does
So
anybody
but the
else?
50, sorry. So for the 50, so say if I'm in California, are they talking about the 50 has to be residing in California? How does that work?
I would assume so because you have a physical location,
Mm,
right?
that makes
So,
sense.
you're gonna have to have people there that are able to be physical at the location
Mhm.
to help run that location. And this doesn't mean that like if I decide to do one here in Texas,
Mhm.
because I think 50 people, we all have 50 people in the teams that we have, right? If I decide to run a location here, that doesn't mean that I apply for it and then I just let the 50 people run it. I have to be there too.
That's what I'm thinking of the delegation and also the
Yes.
specific background of the 50. It'll
Yes.
be smart how you do it.
Yes.
Mm.
So, are there any questions or any
Sorry,
comments?
I had a quick question. I might have missed it.
Yes.
The distribution centers so is it basically a place where BG members can bring new people, or is it people who have questions, or like how to sign up? Is it just kind of like a, I don't know, like a
It's a
place?
consulting center, so
Okay,
you
so
can bring members who are new that you need to have like a team meeting, you can do that, or you're presenting to people who are interested in becoming an investor, that as well.
okay, so that helps because I'm like, what would they be doing all day? You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure, like, if someone said, "Hey, Anna, can I come to the center to, have like a group of four come and talk about BG?" So that's the kind of the
Yeah.
picture I'm getting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Baya, for asking. Okay, are there any other questions or any comments?
I have a,
Okay,
I have another question, Sandy.
Rivita, go ahead.
So for this one, assuming, like you say, it's a fair bit of amount. and then you're delegated or you're probably the team lead for this. How does it work in terms of distribution of payout, salary, or anything like that?
Um, I think it's this, well, the salary, the structure of what we have already now with BG Wealth
Mm-hmm.
stays the same. We just have a physical location attached to what we're doing. Okay. But I do know for sure, like, any consulting center for any location that is outstanding in their performance and have a strong team development, I know he will um, issue extra rewards for those, those locations. If there are he's probably gonna roll out cash incentives, you
Mm.
know, for large scale team building activities, all of that funded by BG Wealth, just to help strengthen team cohesion like he talks about all the time. And just getting members connected too.
The scale is amazing. That's why I'm thinking because it is a bigger scale, it's more exposure. That's why I'm asking these
Yes,
questions. Because if you as a team lead is doing that right now, why not expand? You just have to be very specific how you transition to your team. That's why I'm
exactly.
asking.
Yes. Thank you, Pita.
Mhm.
Okay, are there any more comments or any other questions? If not, we're going to stop the recording here. And and we will stay on the same link for our Tongan presentation for BG Wealth. So thank you again for hopping on tonight, and I hope some of you will apply for the senior investment advisor, at least a senior investment advisor. I know the financial investment consulting center, that will take a little bit of thinking and deciding whether that's something that you want to do. But for the senior investment advisor, please, go for it. I would love to see our team leaders in our group become senior investment advisors. So again, thank you for hopping on. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. And I'll just stop recording here.